Welcome back to another video. Today we got set 7141, the Naboo fighter. This set released back April 1st, 1999, came with 179 pieces, originally retailed for $20. Nowadays, if you want it new in box, it's going to be about $105. If you want it used, it's going to be about $40. So this set cost me about $50, I think, when I bought it. This is personally one of my favorite sets released for this time. There is a lot of issues because it is 1999, but we'll get into that. Let's start with the minifigures. There are 4 minifigures in this set. First up, we got Anakin Skywalker in his brown cap. If you want this new, he's going to be about $10, and if you want him used, he'll be about $5. I reviewed an Anakin in my last video, and it was Anakin Skywalker with a gray cap. You can imagine that the only difference between these two minifigures is the cap. There's nothing else. There's no back printing, no leg printing, no back face printing. It's only this. To me, this minifigure just doesn't do Anakin justice, and you could hand me this minifigure, and I just think it's an old 1999 pilot from a plane set. But, you know, he's an okay minifigure. Moving on. Next, we have R2-D2, one of many. This minifigure appears a lot throughout LEGO, especially in the 1990s. This same exact minifigure appears in over majority of the sets. So this one isn't new, so I'll just skip most of it. If you want him new, he's $6. If you want him used, he's $3. No back printing. No light, it's just a standard minifigure. The only difference being from this one to modern day, different colors, and this print actually comes all the way down to the bottom of the dome piece. Moving on. Next up, we got 2 of these B1 battle droids. These are the ones that before they had the straight arms, so they only have these angled arms, which means that when they hold the blaster, it's going to be at this awkward angle that looks like they're holding it at their side. They would later change this with a straight arm one, but for 1999, this is all we had. These battle droids have not changed between 1999 to now. They're the exact same. They, obviously, they've worn down over time. The hip joints are loose, the arm joints, the head joint. It's just a whole bunch of clips. So keeping these older ones not together helps with reducing all the damage that can be done to the figure. But you get 2 of them. They're the exact same. There's no difference between them. And yeah, if you want them new, they're $3. If you want them used, $2. But you can find cheaper ones out there. And I believe that's about it. Moving on, we got 2 builds. First up is this small slide build. I don't know what this is supposed to be, whether it's a fueling cart or just a cart. I don't know. But it's just got 4 wheels. It rolls. And it's just here. There's no actual play feature with this besides that this opens up to reveal this. And I don't know what this is actually used for. If it's like a way to fuel or something, if it's, I don't know what it is, but it's there and it's kind of hidden. I don't know. It's just a weird side build. Don't know what it does, but LEGO doesn't even give us these today, so take what you get. Finally, we have the actual Naboo starfighter. I think this is one of the best starfighters we've gotten, besides it being super fragile and having this super awkward blocky piece at the bottom. For whatever reason, yes, this is a real thing. It's this like awkward, like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Missile maybe, but it's just a block that literally attaches right there on the underside, and it makes it sit super high up. Maybe it's supposed to be for the little cart, like a display stand or something, but I doubt that. It's weird. It's like my least favorite part. There is 1999, so we have these super nice printed pieces, not stickers, and you can see that all the way. There's printed. Like I said, this thing is very fragile, especially the end rods. These pieces, they're gonna fall off a ton. They're just not held on there, and even in modern Lego, I don't think you could hold it on there much better. But for it being 1999, those pieces have loosened. This one's fragile. These are fragile. The under missile thing is fragile. But overall, this is one of my favorite sets from 1999. If you open up the cockpit, you can set the piece up front like this, and it makes it look like the sliding thing. And you can see that there's a control panel, which is also printed. And to get your minifigures in there, you take R2, you just stand them straight, and then you put them in here like this. And then for Anakin, you just sit him down. And I think this one has to have his arms up. And then you set it in there like this. You take it, and you close up the cockpit, and he's in there, ready to go. This is one of my favorite sets. It's very fragile, though. Often falls apart. It has very nice detailing. It's a really cool ship from the show. These pieces are just held on by Technic, so they're easily removable. There's just 2 pins that go in there, and that's the same on either side. Would I recommend picking this one up? No, not unless you're collecting Lego. Not unless you're a fan of this ship and you want to have every ship. It is one of my favorites, though. I would recommend checking it out, at least looking at it, seeing if there's one cheap enough that you would put money into. I won't be displaying this one. I just don't have enough room. But, yeah. My overall and final thoughts on it is it's very fragile, but a very great set. One of my favorites from this time. Not for nostalgic. I was not alive during this, but I've always loved the Naboo Starfighters. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Peace.